All right, ladies and gentlemen. I absolutely love this. So the WBO is taking no time at all. It's taking no time to get to action when it comes to updating their welterweight rankings. It was Keyshawn Davis who just withdrawed from the biggest opportunity, the biggest payout, the most eyes, the most lucrative, the most rewarding. If you won the fight, the rewards, the things that could have came after. My goodness, the sky's the limit. Keyshawn Davis and his team petitioned the WBO to be put as the #1 ranked fighter in the 147-pound division. In the welterweight division, petitioned to have the mandatory spot, the next mandatory fight against Devin the Dream Haney. The fight that they barked and barked and barked that they wanted. Keyshawn Davis makes a fool of himself and withdraws. It was Gustavo Olivetti who gifted Keyshawn Davis this position. And now, they have taken no time at all. Literally, not even 2 days after. Taking no time to wait. They have dropped Keyshawn Davis to the #7 ranked fighter in the welterweight rankings, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, bro. And I totally agree with this. Keyshawn had never fought at 147 in his career. And you're putting him over guys like Manny Pacquiao, over guys like Teofimo Lopez, 2-division world champion. You don't have to call him an undisputed lightweight champion if you don't want to, because technically he's not. But 2-time lineal champion? Over guys like Richardson Hitchens, over guys like Barboza Jr., over guys like Rohan Polanco. I'm not saying Keyshawn Davis doesn't beat any of these dudes. But the fact that, and over guys like Brian Norman Jr., former WBO welterweight champion of the world, bro, the fact that they did that was a goddamn insane move. But okay, we accept it. Whatever. We're going to get a big fight. Keyshawn Davis and Devin Haney. We're excited to see that. Especially with the shit that Keyshawn Davis was talking. But now look how everything turned out, bruh. Gustavo Olivetti has taken no time to wait, and has officially dropped Keyshawn Davis to the #7 ranked fighter in the welterweight division. Bruh. That's what you get, man. That's what you get. I've never seen somebody go from #1 to the #7 ranked fighter in the welterweight division. All because they pulled out a purse bid when they petitioned to be in that position. Bro, I ain't never seen that, bro. This fool pulled out of his mandatory position that they petitioned for. And now have been dropped in the rankings, ladies and gentlemen. So, it's some great news, fantastic news. We don't want to see Keyshawn Davis drop to the #2 position. We don't want to see him drop to the #3 position, 4 or 5. For what? He hasn't fought nobody yet. Who has Keyshawn Davis beat? Who? Jermaine Ortiz? Oh, at 147 pounds? No. Nahir Albright? Who has Keyshawn beat to deserve that #1 spot at 147 pounds? Wow. He did this to himself, ladies and gentlemen. So, fantastic stuff. Fantastic stuff. Keyshawn Davis is officially ranked the #7 welterweight fighter in the world. Where do we go from here? I don't know, but I don't want to see Keyshawn Davis fighting for no interim bout. I don't want to see Keyshawn Davis fighting for a title eliminator. I don't want to see none of that. I want to see Keyshawn Davis try to set up the biggest, best fights in the world, but first establish himself before he goes asking for $5 million, before he's turning down $3 million offers, before he feels like that's his worth. This fool Keyshawn Davis needs to go back to the drawing board and show us now why he should be respected once again. Because of right now, zero respect. Zero respect for Keyshawn Davis. Now you're ranked number 7 in the welterweight division, bro. Hey, it's better than being ranked number 1 in the junior welterweight division. It's not like you were going to fight Shakur anyways. So the hell? I like the spot for Keyshawn. Let's just see where we go from here. I don't want to see Keyshawn not fighting none of the top 7 ranked fighters. Fight somebody else and then eventually be elevated to the number 6, 5, 4 position just because of, you know, inactivity with Manny Pacquiao, just because of that, those type of things. I don't even want to see that. If Keyshawn wants to move up this goddamn ranking system, if he wants to move up the ladder, have him fight somebody in the top 7 or the top 6 fighters. Keyshawn don't deserve to be having these ranking numbers just passed to him for nothing, bruh. I know. You see guys like Emiliano Vargas, WBO Junior Latino, welterweight champion of the world. He's ranked number 1. Who has Emiliano Vargas fought? You tell me one fighter that Emiliano fought in the top 10, or at least in the top 5. These dudes get these rankings, these positions, without having to fight anybody. Just the way it works. I don't want to see that with Keyshawn Davis anymore. I think you guys need to make this man respected. And I think he needs to give back the respect of the boxing fans, and that's the only way, bruh. For me, you ain't ever getting the respect back for the absolute duck that you possess, that you put on us. But if you want to get any type of respect back or any type of fans back, even your own fans, bruh, you need to move correctly and stop doing this bullshit, calling out, not fighting anybody, tag team duo, best friends here, best friends there. Y'all ruining the sport of boxing, ladies and gentlemen. That's a fact, bro. And I'm tired of it. I want to see Keyshawn Davis have to earn his position now instead of being handed things when the man hasn't even did anything to deserve that. Let me know in the comments what you guys think, ladies and gentlemen. Breaking news. I'm out.